morning, guys. A quick story about how I found this house in the shadow of the railway system, bridge over River Kwai. The bridge is right over here. River Kwai, just 100 meters down the road. When I came here, I was told it's impossible. You gotta be a millionaire, you gotta be a resort owner, you gotta be a very rich hotel owner to have property. And honestly, I thought that was probably true. I'm not gonna bore you with the details. I had a couple of days where a friend was helping me look for places that were advertised, and they were too far away, they were too small, they were too noisy, or the landlord seemed weird or scary. And so after that, I was thinking, well, I'm gonna have to live in the city a little bit. But guys, let me get to the part where everything changed. As so often happens, I got on this bike and I just started exploring. And when you're on your bicycle, you can go slow, you're in the setting, and what happened was, after about an hour bike ride, all sweaty and nasty, I just stopped at a t-shirt vendor near the bridge, the River Kwai Bridge. Bought a couple of t-shirts from her and a hat. And then I asked her through Google Translate, ma'am, would you happen to know anyone here that would have rental houses available near the river? And she kind of blinked and she squinted and she pondered, and then she picked up her phone and she dialed a number and started talking really fast in Thai. And I could hear the other person on the other end doing the same thing, and I'm like, man, how's this gonna help me? Because Pasa Thai Nid Noi, I only speak a little bit of Thai. She hands the phone to me, the t-shirt vendor hands the phone to me, and the lady on the other end of the phone in perfect, crystal clear, totally fluent English says, I might be able to help you. Here's where my house is at. Please come see me and we'll have some coffee. Guys, in any other country, maybe you would say, that could be a setup, that sounds dangerous, you don't know them, stranger danger, stranger danger. I don't feel that in Thailand, although, I know things are not perfect and people get scammed and whatnot, but I just follow my instincts, and I ended up coming on this little street and talking to this lady and telling her, once I got inside her house, telling her how absolutely beautiful it was. And her house was only 4 years old, custom built, plenty of storage, places for your vehicles to get out of the rain. It was just amazing. And she even took me around for about 2 or 3 hours to show me places that she knew of for rent. But again, it was the same as my own experiences. Too small, too big, too far away. So I said, ma'am, thank you so much. If you don't mind, I'd like to buy you some dessert and a coffee at a restaurant near her house. And she agreed. And during the conversation, I felt like she was trying to figure me out, try to understand who I was. And so anyway, it ended. She thanked me for the dessert. And the next day, I texted her and I said, thank you so much for your time. You're a complete stranger and you were willing to help me. And I'll never forget that. And then P.S., by the way, your house and the street you live on is so incredibly beautiful. And guys, I swear, in about 2 minutes, I got another text from her, and it said, basically, Steve, do you remember the house that we were sitting in? Do you remember my house? And I'm like, that's an odd question. I was just there yesterday. I texted, of course I remember it. It's beautiful. And you're very fortunate and blessed to live there. Another minute goes by, my phone pings again. Steve, if you want to rent my house, I have another house right next to it that I can move into, and you can rent this house for a year. Almost fell out of my seat. I'm like, no way, it can't be. But it was. And the next day I came and I signed a contract, and now I live in this kind of secret garden place. It's a rainy day. Sky and I are out here on our big front porch, listening to the rain and the birds. And I just thought, let me tell you guys, this is the truth because it's happened twice now. The best places to rent houses are places that you don't even know about. Many times they're not advertised. Sometimes if you get on your bike and you ride around, you might see for rent sign. That often happens. But in this particular case, there was nothing. It was just random dumb luck on my point, willing to embarrass myself by asking a t-shirt vendor. And guys, remember, I'm all sweaty and stinky, farang. You know, I had no idea how this lady was going to react when I asked her that random question. But I'm so glad that I did. And now I live here in this little secret paradise. The railway system is right here. Sky and I listen to the train happily chug by every morning and evening. The River Kwai is right behind me, just about 100 meters. Restaurants all over the place. This is kind of like the non-touristy side of Kanchanaburi. And so that is what I wanted to share with you guys. If you're just coming or you want to come and you're looking for a house, and what a huge decision it is, not only what province you're going to live in, but where in that province can make all the difference. Guys, I can tell you, if I lived in the middle of Kanchanaburi, the city district, I wouldn't be as happy as I am here, because it's, guys, this city is a muscular town, right? It's the pulse is strong and the traffic can be heavy, but in the morning and in the evening, I start out every day in this little secret paradise. And the only reason that I was able to locate it was because I was willing to get on my bicycle and ask random strangers questions about possible rental properties. And this is just a huge lesson. And like I said, guys, this is the second time that it's happened, you know, and it happened in Prachuap Khiri too, right? I ended up renting a little house that no one really even knew was for rent. So I'm sensing a pattern here. So if you can take your time, if you can be patient, and you're willing to walk or ride your bicycle around, you too can find this. This is the single best way to find a place that's perfect for you in Thailand. And guys, that's my little story about how my dream came true, living in an almost brand new house in the shadow of the River Kwai railway system and basically on the River Kwai. I'm blessed, I'm thankful, and I wanted to share that story with you this morning. Guys, until next time, peace, light, and love. Take care.